Welcome to your daily focus for November the 25th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for all the support that you send my way each and every day. Now, we have the full moon in Gemini. We have the sun playing a part. We have Saturn playing a part. We have Mercury playing a part. All the planets want to get in on this, giving us a very unique, I think, very unique energy around us today. Now we start with the Six of Coins. So this is the balance. This could be the balance in relationships, conversations, ideas. It's the give and take. It's the balance. It's sometimes the opposites. So we could be looking at our path forward and the good points about going in a certain direction and the bad points about going into a certain direction, and kind of weighing them out. Okay, now because we have the full moon in Gemini, talk, conversation. Okay, and it could be face to face, it could be through writing, it could be through blogs, Facebook, it could be through sending text messages back and forth, emails, Skype. But I think the more that we communicate and use our voice through this full moon, I think the more reasoning we'll be able to pull into the picture, the more understanding. We don't want to disillusion ourselves. We don't want to disillusion ourselves, and we don't want to stick with the same old perceptions sometimes. And sometimes a new set of eyes on our situation can do us a world of good. Not necessarily that we will follow what somebody else says, but we will be able to weigh it out a little bit better. We will be able to understand our own inner motives a little bit better. The next card we have is the Four of Coins. Okay, now fours are typically your foundation, your balance. But here we hold on to perhaps a false sense of security, or what we have already, and we don't want to really let it go because we know it. We know what it brings into our lives, good, bad, or ugly. But we're comfortable with it. We don't, we don't like change. For the most part, we do not like change. So we hold on to the little bit we have, and it doesn't allow us to express ourselves. It doesn't allow us to move to the next level of our journey. Okay, and more importantly, when you go back here to the Six of Coins, it's about giving, it's about receiving. And if we hold or hoard what little we have that we feel that is so important in our lives and we just can't live without it, and we don't let that part go, or we don't look at it to see how we can grow from it, it stifles us. It stops our growth. And then we have the Five of Coins. So 4, 5, and 6 of Coins. Now, with coins, it's all about our abundance. It's all about our wealth. It's our health. It's our well-being. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed in our lives, we forget to ask for help. Help from the seen and the unseen. Help from a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, a loved one, God, your angels, your spirit guides. This is a beautiful day to communicate. I see that, it looks like a giant sun behind us here, illuminating us. And when the light hits us, we feel stronger. We feel invigorated. We feel strong. We have to remember to ask for help, that no man is an island, that we weren't sent down here to do it all on our own, that we're to reach out to each other. So today is about reaching out, asking for help, or maybe lending the help where it's needed. Now we have 35 upheaval, and I hate this card because everybody goes, oh no, no more upheaval, please. And I'm riding the same wave with all of you. So no more upheaval, please. But 5 plus 3 is 8. And that's our empowerment, our strength. So look at any kind of upheaval, even the smallest of upheavals in your life, as a sign of what you need to concentrate on in order to go forward. It could be you're late for work, you have to take another route, your car won't start, you have to take the bus or a cab. You know, these are the things that kind of just shine the smallest of light on how we are set in our ways, in our ruts, and how we need to break free. And it could be 1,001 things, and I hope it's not a major upheaval for any of you today, but I know some of you will feel a major upheaval. But upheavals happen when God, your angels, your spirit guides need you to pay attention to a part of your life, need you to uproot yourself, to not stay in the rut, to not get too comfortable in where you are, because that's when you start to stagnate. That's when the growth stops. And this is a beautiful growing time we are in. Believe it or not, it's a beautiful growing time we are in. So look at the upheavals as an adventure, not as something negative. And it may be very negative, it may be very beautiful. Okay, there's lots of upheavals that happen in our life that are the most marvelous experiences. The phone rings and all of a sudden it's that job that you applied for 3 months ago. And all of a sudden your life is upside down because now you might be working there, but you're already working here. And what do I do? And how do I get the kids on the bus? It's in a neighboring town. How do I manage? So upheavals aren't always, we think upheavals as this horrifying event coming into our life, but it could be a very beautiful experience. It could be somebody asking you to marry them or move in with them or go on a date with them. And those are little upheavals in our life. It's the unexpected. We don't wake up in the morning expecting those things to happen, but they do happen, and they do for a reason. And it's to push us out of that rut. It's to allow us to find a new sense of balance. Let's get the angels out because it is a full moon. So we don't want to limit ourselves. We don't want to think that where we are now is the best it'll ever be. That's the Four of Coins. You know, he's holding those gold pieces so close to him. He's not going to let it go for nothing. And that's probably all he'll ever get in his life because of the attitude, because of the thought process. We want to share our abundance. We want to share our wealth. We want to share our happiness. We want to create joy and happiness in the lives of others because that will definitely create joy and happiness in your life. We want to look for ways of connecting with people today. We want to close off old habits, ruts that we've gotten into. false senses of security. We want to realize them for what they are so that we can push ourselves to grow, that we can chase our dreams, that we can experience our passions and our desires. Because today is all about our empowerment. So think positive. Let's see what the angels have to say for us. The leap of faith. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. So it's breaking out of our comfort zones. It's taking that leap of faith. It's believing in ourselves and God, our angels, our spirit guides, that we are well protected, that we are going upon a beautiful path. Listen to your heart. Your heart is so wise. Strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So definitely, you know, we get a strength, we get a grace by being kind to others, by smiling at somebody, helping them in some small, minuscule way. But it brightens not only your day for helping somebody, it brightens their day for being helped, that somebody cared enough to stop for them. I was in the store the other day and this poor mother had one in the arm and two on the side, and she's trying to shop, and she goes, "Oh, I wish I had a buggy." So I just went to the front and I got her a buggy. I didn't think about it. She had 3 kids on her. I had nobody on me. It only made sense that since I knew she needed a buggy, I went and got her one. And all of a sudden, you know, you just saw the tension flow out of her, because she was trying to keep these 3 kids and still read what was on the package, and she couldn't do it all. Nobody could. And it took me less than 30 seconds. Ace of Gabriel. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. Do you have that sense of wonder in your life? Do you ever open yourself up to the thought of a sense of wonder, of what could be, if you just pushed yourself a little bit more, if you made every moment count? A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. So look for those gifts. It might come in the form of upheaval. I'll be honest there. It may come in the form of upheaval. But it is gifts that are coming to you. Passion, opportunity, inspiration, a chance to do something amazing. That's 3. We'll do 2 more. Divine guidance. What strong cards. The search for the meaning of life. Do you ever sit there and you say, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go next? Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So get with a like-minded community. Remember, if we stay around a low vibrational person, they will pull us down to their vibration. Or you could pull them up to yours. But if they're pulling you down and you feel that pull, then you need to break away and get with like-minded people who are on the same path, the same goals, wanting the same wonders and experiences and desires in their life, that are going to pump you up, that are going to get you energized. And the King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So even if it doesn't seem like anything is going right in your life and you are so overwhelmed by the experience of just living, you are doing it right. You are where you are supposed to be right now. So rejoice in that, celebrate in that, embrace that. Professional and financial success. Now I'm going to broaden that out only because it is a general reading. If you want success within a relationship, then have the conversations that matter. Within the community, within the family. Perhaps it's your own routine, your own well-being, your own health. Success can be yours. But you have to want it, you have to make a plan, and you have to go after it. Using resources wisely. So you don't want to squander your money, your time, your energy. You don't want to give it away for free. You want to make sure that you get value back. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.